smaller than some of the junk fish we're looking at. So let's see if I can get a run going here at least. Get something going. Want to get something going here. So I would like to I'd like to get a new PB with the time showing on the screen. Because this is a bouncing school, I'm going to try to get a Marlin spawn here, a quick Marlin spawn. If not, though, I'll just drag it into the school and hook one of the junk fish. Nice. Good. Go for it, Proc, there. Once I get a new PB with the time actually showing up on the screen, I'd like to move on and start streaming some other games. I have some ideas. I have some ideas of things I want to stream. But, I feel like there's still a little bit more to do in the Blue Marlin. And I feel like once I put the Blue Marlin down, it might be for a long time. So I want to keep the momentum going, at least until I have something that I'm satisfied with, that may stand for a while. Ooh, we got a scattering school with a Marlin spawn behind him. Can I get the bite? Nope, couldn't get the bite. So that, and I mentioned, oh, there is another quick Marlin spawn that I missed. That, and I talked about this in the FAQ, I believe is the game trying to teach you how to do the Marlin spawn thing by showing you a Marlin behind schools of fish sometimes, randomly. But in my opinion, the game does not do a very good job of teaching the player those things. This is a nice sized junk fish here. I'm having a hard time moving it, and I have a bad hook set, but I need to get this one in, or this is going to be a reset. There we go. Still going to be behind on time. But not catastrophically behind on time. So no quick Marlin spawn, so we'll just go right back around. There we go. Because you can get the shark spawn in these schools of fish here. We can get the shark spawn, and that's a good spawn for us to get. All right, I'm not going to tap anymore because you can lose them. I have been at hook strength double wobble for a little bit there. All right, so not too bad time-wise for catching fish number 3, but not much on the pound, sadly, yet. Not much on the poundage yet. But yes, I found that there is no difference in how much experience you get or how quickly you level up your muscle power stat, no matter the line you're using. So I really meant to hook the school there, but I got a little bit careless because there was another school there. I took a little bit riskier angle to get my lure into that school. Took a little bit riskier angle than I normally would. Didn't pay off, but I knew I had another school right there. If I had not had the other school in my sights there, I would have been more careful trying to get it in there. But I was trying to max it out. Man, lots of 100-pound fish, so my body strength levels will be up in no time. Get a hook. Yes. Alright. I need one of those big shark spawns. I need one of those big shark spawns. And then this is a much nicer junk fish, but it's still going to be max 3 or 4. That's what it'll be at the high end with these junk fish. Is max 3 and 4, the Dorado Barracuda combination. Max 3 or 4. There's 4, so that's a good one to get. That gives me a much needed boost to my poundage. I still need a Marlin, I think, on this day. I should have been paying more attention. I still need a Marlin on this first day. That'll be my day winner. So let's see if I can hook into a nice one. Here's a decent one. This will be a day winner if I can get him in. If I get the go for it prompt, let's see if I can get it. Yeah, because I can't actually move him without it. He's a little bit too big for me to move without the go for prompt, but he's hooked really well, so I should be able to wear him down. Yes. There we go. Sad thing is my vitality might not hold up very well. Alright, I'm moving him okay now. And I'm putting more exhaustion on the fish with every down tap that I do. So as long as the hook stays solid, there we go. As long as the hook set stays solid, which it did, I got a really nice roll on the hook set strength. 600, there we go. Body strength B, very good. Alright, yes, so that was the first keeper, and that will be the only keeper I keep today. 600 is not a bad size for keeping on this first day. I kind of prefer 500. 500 is just a little bit quicker because it's a guaranteed win, and you don't have to watch the extra weight count up, both when you first weigh the fish and when it shows you how big the day-winning fish was. You lose a little bit of time there. Ideally, of course, is you would want to have a fish that's just big enough to win the day. So something like in the 350 range, but it's a little bit risky to keep a 400 or 300 pounder that might win. Dugong, welcome. Great to see you joining tonight. Alright, not bad on my Muscle Power C strats. Dugong, are you a Blue Marlin fan, as I am? Little bit of grinding to do here yet on day one, because I'd like to get into the Muscle Power B category before I move on to day 2. I'm getting really bad spawn with those gulls. I do not like the gull spawns, because you can't turn them into a quick fish catch like you can a school, even a bouncing school like that. If they're diving for the wall, as that one was, you can at least get a fish spawn to get some weight out of them, rather than the gulls trolling you and not coughing up a marlin like they need to. So here again, oh, I'm not going to get that one though. Another scattering school that just dove right for the wall, sadly. Well, Dugong, you have come to the right stream. This, for me, was a rental all the time, this game, and I could never do very well with it because the manual was so bad. So in my adult life here now, recently, took it upon myself to write a much better FAQ and put it on GameFAQs. So that's what the stream today is, to celebrate my GameFAQs FAQ. Now this one is a little bit bigger than my character can handle, and the hook set's not very strong. So if I don't get a lucky proc here very soon, I'm going to lose this fish, but that's okay. If the hook set was stronger... Okay, here we go. I'm getting some exhaustion on the fish. I'm going to let a little off. I've invested a little bit too much time in this fish to lose him. So I'm going to try to get him in here. And I don't want to mess around once we're at 30 feet. That was a badly timed jump, which is unfortunate. I might not have enough hook strength to get him in, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I did lose him on that. Super Black Bass for NES is one I have not played. I did play the Black Bass for NES and a lot of this game. But I do agree with you about the soundtrack on the Hot B games here. This game, I think, has an excellent soundtrack. It's unfortunate that the sound of the boat motor and the clinking of the reel kind of cover up one of the tracks. But the shark music in this game is awesome. The Black Bass has some really simple sounding NES Famicom music. Oh, here's a nice one and a really nice hooking. And I'm not really trying to get this fish for winning the day tournament. I'm really just needing bigger fish for poundage. So I can get my level up. But I could be just as easily catching junk fish. But marlin tend to be a little bit bigger on this first day. So I'm still going after marlin, even though I've already got the day winner in the hold of the boat. But this should be a nice, I'm guessing 6, probably 6, maybe 7. 7 it is. Body strength A. Very nice. So I did not keep it because I would I would have to watch the weighing scene with the fish. Had I kept it, I would have to watch the weighing scene. Not going to get to that school. The only thing I can hope for there, and I've had this happen, is just a quick marlin spawn and a bite on like the first or second frame of the marlin appearing. So if you can't get to a school before they're going to scatter, it's worth it to try to just wave your lure through the marlin spawn zone, because you can get a very quick marlin spawn and marlin bite. It's a long shot, but it's worth it. if you can't get your boat to the fish. Otherwise, if you see another school, you can motor through a school to get them to despawn to reduce lag, because this game, and I'm not sure if Super Black Bass for Super NES was laggy. This game is extremely laggy. I remember the Black Bass for NES was not quite so laggy, but you didn't have as much going on as you do in this game on the screen. There wasn't really a trolling screen in the NES Black Bass. It was just you moved your boat around and then you picked your fishing spot. So I'm hoping we're close to that level. I haven't really been keeping track very closely to my total weight. That's not going to help me much, because the muscle power levels go by total weight of fish caught, and it is after a lot of testing, I found that it is the exact weight, not the estimated weight, that it goes by. So that barracuda that I caught, that's about 50 pounds, its actual weight is what got counted towards my experience points for my muscle power level. Whatever its actual weight was, not its estimated weight. And the same goes for all the other fish I've caught. So the 600-pound fish that's in my live well, body strength AA, need my muscle power B. No. So me getting body strength to AA before I get to muscle power B means that I've been catching lots of small fish in this game. Because your body strength levels happen just by catching fish of any size. You get a body strength level up every third fish, no matter what. Ooh, here's a nice shark. If I can get this fish in, this will be my level up almost certainly. And I got the lucky go for it proc, which is fantastic. I just need to avoid the shark bite off event. So this ought to be muscle power B, and I should be more or less on track. Alright, great. I am more or less on track for the pace I want to be. I know it says I'm a minute behind, but that's time that's easily made up. So this will be the day winner of day 1, and then I'll be on to day 2, and hope for a quick day 2, 3, and 4 now to get my Alright, clear in Hawaii 1. Yeah, this menuing, it's been a little while since I've done these. I'm a little hesitant on my menuing. You notice in the menuing, the only thing I do on the trolling screen menu is just change my line length from the default is 200 feet, I change it to 100 feet. I don't change anything else because I have not done enough testing on how much the lure, changing what lure you have, changing the depth, and all those things. I haven't done any or enough testing to see how they affect things. I've done some testing with them, and I have some preliminary results, but nothing that's really reliable enough. And you can't really trust anything that the manual tells you. The manual of this game is total garbage, which is really unfortunate, because it meant that a lot of kids like me couldn't understand it when they first would rent it, because the systems are just not explained well. This game is very opaque. I didn't get the quick Marlin spawn there. See all this lag that I'm getting here from having 3 schools on the screen? And it gets much better as soon as one of them gets off the screen. So I probably should have despawned that other school before I joined this one when I gave up on it. And again, not getting the good spawn here, so I am just going to try to catch one of these fish, because there is a little bit of leveling that I still need to do, and having this be a shark is actually pretty good. It's not a huge shark, though. Not like that 1,000-pounder, but it will help me. I didn't get the good Marlin spawn there, so unfortunate. Only 300 on the Marlin. I could have used a 700-pound shark. But it's been a little while since I've done a single segment attempt at this game even, so I'm hoping that I don't make a mistake. I'm looking for about a 600-pounder on this day. A 500-pounder might do it, so if I catch a 500-pounder, I may bring it in. If that's the first thing I catch is a 500-pounder, I'll keep it and I will try to win this day, because this is a PB/world record attempt. I don't know what the world record of this is. I have my best times, but I don't know of anyone else who is seriously speedrunning this game. If they're out there, I have yet to meet them or see them, but I would love to see more people get into playing this game casually and or speedrunning it, which was another reason that I wrote the FAQ and published it, because I want to help people get back into the game, who maybe had the game as a kid and couldn't figure it out, or rented it like me, and this map has gone totally dry on me. Here we go. I was getting really bad luck on the school spawns there. I had the gulls, which is kind of a troll spawn, not what you want. Did not get the quick Marlin proc there, which is also not great. So I had a decent day 1, having a very bad day 2. Let's see if this Marlin can turn things around. I don't think it's going to be big enough, but I am going to reel it in because I do still need that grinding just a little bit. But this stream tonight, I am going to be doing some resets. A decent number of resets, probably, because I am going for a PB/world record attempt. I'm not really casually trying to just beat the game. What is it? 600. Okay, great. So that's actually going to be a day 2 win, so I am going to be on track. Even after driving around, seeing nothing, catching nothing for all that time, I am going to be on track for a for a PB attempt here, if luck is on my side for the rest of the game here. You do have to weigh your fish at the end of the day. If you try to go to the results screen before you weigh your 552. That's almost as low as that can possibly roll. That's almost as low as that can possibly roll. Okay, Kauna Kakai is the preferred level layout for day 3. And I select my level layout just based on, whoops, a little menuing error there, just based on the layout of the level. Not the music, it's not, I have not seen any difference in fish spawns or anything else. The only reason I choose these is because there are fewer obstacles to navigate your boat around and to try to squeeze in with Marlin. This level layout is quite horizontal. You can see it's not very tall vertically, but it's kind of a long horizontal level. Kailua, the day before this one, was a more vertical level. And then on day 4, there's a whale over there. On day 4, Nihao is the level that I choose on that one, and that is another vertical layout. Ooh, this is a decent-sized fish. Maybe if this is a day winner, then I would be on very good pace. If this is a 700-pounder, and I can get it in, which is going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. Come on, let's do it. Got him. This might be a 700. If it's a 6, I'm still going to bring him in and weigh him. I think if it's a 6. Yes, it's a 7. Excellent. Wow. This could be a great split coming up right here. This could be an excellent split coming up right here. 674. Still rolling low. Is it me? It is me, though. Alright, so I'm quite under-leveled, which is the drawback to this. I'm quite under-leveled. I'm probably not even close to Muscle Power A. And I might as well just bump it up to 160, just in case I do, because I'm under-leveled, just in case I do run into a bigger fish. I want to be able to handle it, although I'm not sure. You know what? That's what you can run into also. You know what? I'm going to take that back. I'm going to take that back and go back to 110 because I'm testing to see if larger fish spawn when you use lighter lines. Preliminary testing seems to indicate that that's the case. And day 2 and 3 there were pretty good to me with that. First Marlin on both days was the day winner, which is not super uncommon, but it's not super common either. I'm getting a bad angle here on this bouncing spool. Get out of there. Alright, it won't be too bad if I hook one of those fish, but I really would like to get a quick Marlin behind them because I've got 5 minutes here to catch my game-winning fish, but I'm under-leveled. So let's see what we can do here. I need a quick Marlin spawn, and I need it to be my winner. Let's do it. It is my winner if I can get him to move. It's big enough, I believe. I believe this might be it. I believe this might be it. Let's see if it's 8. 8 or more. 8. Oh, there's Muscle Power A. So this could be the winner, but it might not be. If I roll low on the weight, this could be the winner. Or if I roll low on the weight, it could be the loser. Come on, get on that dock. If I roll high on the weight, this could be a PB. A new PB for me if I roll high enough on the weight. Get up there, get up there, get up there. Get out of the 7s. Yes, 822. This should do it. That's it. It's going to be a PB. It's going to be a PB. Nice. That's it. 2038. 2038. Just like that. Just like that. 2038. Just like that. 2038. I haven't even been streaming all that long. I get 2038. Wow. That was my goal for tonight. That was my goal for tonight, to get under 2433, I think was my previous PB. Now 2038. Boy, the sub 20 seems almost unreal. And further credence to the lighter line spawning larger fish. Further credence to lighter line spawning larger fish. Because I caught that fish at Muscle Power B. Now that was because I got a great hook. And this epilogue music is awesome, by the way. That was because I got a wonderful hook set. Everything kind of lined up right there. That fish, I rolled high on the weight on the 800 pounder, because you can get them to roll in like the 750s and 60s, which is not necessarily a day winner. I rolled high enough on the fish weight to have it be big enough. I got the good hook set that I could lean back and pull on it to get the go for it proc, so that I could actually catch the 800 pounder with Muscle Power B. And you saw that I got the Muscle Power A level up on that fish. I got the Muscle Power A level up on that fish. The fish that would end up being the day winner and my PB fish. Well, that was amazing. And did not take all that long. I think that was my 3rd or 4th attempt tonight, and the first attempt where I went past day 1. So I had a decent day of grinding on day 1. You can see my splits there. Plus 25 on getting fish number 3, but the split there was like 206. That was my best split there, so it's a pretty low split. That's fine. Muscle Power C, I was on track there, 16 seconds. Getting that next Muscle Power, that's where you saw I was at Body Strength AA before I got to Muscle Power B, because there was all those small fish that weren't giving me the weight experience points that I needed. Then winning day 1, minute and a half up. Day 2, I made up some time, but still day 2 could have been much, much, much better. I had that shark that I caught, that small shark. I didn't get the Marlin spawns, and then the whole level was blank for a while I looked around for a fish. Thankfully, first Marlin hooked was the day winner there. Day 3 was what really made the difference. I went from plus 9 to day 3, first fish right out of the gate, right off the dock, minus 242. And then even on day 4, the school that ended up giving me the winning fish, I couldn't get my lure behind it to get that game-winning fish to spawn until it had bounced its way around the other thing. So it could have been, had I hooked that fish sooner, could have been a sub 20 run. So it shows that the sub 20 is possible for anyone who is looking to get into this game. Anyone who wants to get into this game, the sub 20 is possible in a single segment. Still lots of testing to do regarding the spawn size. And I may do a little bit of that tonight on stream now that the speedrun attempt is over. I might leave that split up there, and I might do some 70-pound testing with the Game Genie code. Possibly, I don't know if I'll use the Game Genie code or not, but we'll see what kind of spawns I get with lighter line. We'll see how we're doing with all of that. So yeah, I'll leave that split up there.